What's up, LEGO fans? Welcome to my channel, Pete's Bricks, the LEGO channel for the common LEGO fan. Today, I want to show you guys my updated LEGO Star Wars shelf display. It is off screen right over there to the right of me in my LEGO room. I already had made an older video on this. Of course, you can check it out at the link above, that older video. However, I've given things kind of a refresh, reorganized things. I think it looks better than ever before. So before we jump right into this video, please leave a comment, leave a like, and subscribe. It only takes 1 second and it would really help my channel out a lot. So right here we have my LEGO Star Wars display. Not much has changed in terms of the planets. I decided to leave them up there. These are the LEGO planet sets that LEGO released, well, actually a really long time ago by now. They're very easy to attach. They're made for hanging. I just used some basic black string I got from Hobby Lobby, along with some clear push pins right into the ceiling. Okay, so we are going to move right to left. Right here we have Vader's Castle. Probably my favorite LEGO Sith themed set I have ever, and one of my favorite sets of all time. That's going to be kind of a common theme. Pretty much all the sets up here are some of my favorite LEGO sets ever. I really like the triangular shape this thing has with the red. I put an older Darth Maul with those robot legs there for some reason. I don't know why. But in front of here, I kind of built my own LEGO Sith display. I used just a bunch of normal black minifigure stands, kind of stacked them together. I connected the Darth Vader in his Bacta tank on one end and the little Darth Maul Mandalore throne room on the other end. Right there we have an Old Republic era Sith warrior, Darth Maul from Episode 1, Episode 2, Episode 3 Count Dooku, Darth Vader, and Kylo Ren. Over here in front of the Clone Wars Season 7 Darth Maul, I added Gar Saxon and one of the older Mauldalorians with the red and the handprint on the helmet. Right here I have what I believe is the 2012 Gunship, a very sought after LEGO set. I remember vividly I got it when it came out. I remember I went to go get it at Toys R Us when Toys R Us was still around. Rest in peace, Toys R Us. So this was mainly put away in a box for many years. I really wanted a way to display my 501st clones. So let's take a look at the clones here. I have almost every LEGO 501st clone they've ever made. The only one I'm missing is that one pilot from the Headhunter set. One of them is from the Walker, that ATST, is it? The ATST clone Walker. I have 4 clones from the Clone Battle Pack that came out a few years ago. And then I have the 4 clones from the recent Battle Pack, along with a very rare and sought after Captain Rex. I decided to add Anakin right in front of there and R2 off to the side. Again, I mainly took the ship out just to display my figures some way, but the Republic Gunship is one of my favorite prequel era and just Star Wars ships of all time. Over here we have Jabba's palace with a bunch of different figures, from Slave Leia to Gamorrean guards, Bib Fortuna, Boba Fett, and even a Cad Bane. Down below, we have the Rancor pit with the Dancer Oola and a giant molded Rancor. I've heard rumors that they're going to remake the Jabba's throne room area in sort of an 18+ set. I don't know if it'll also include the Rancor pit. If I had to guess, I would say no, but honestly, I'm happy with what I have. Plus 18+ LEGO Star Wars sets are very expensive. Out in front, I also have the Sarlacc pit, along with a dewback with a stormtrooper on top. Over here, I have the Slave One, or Boba Fett starship, or whatever you really want to call it. My first UCS set. It's absolutely phenomenal. I gotta be honest, it's huge. You can see the little Boba Fett figure right in there for scale. It's super detailed. Probably my favorite LEGO Star Wars set of all time. I know I say that a lot. I probably already said it, in regards to the other sets up here. But the Slave One, the detail, the iconic look, everything is just really captured perfectly. Down below, I have another little minifig display I made myself. I have the Slave One Microfighter, which, for scale, you can really see I know this costs $10 and this costs $200. So for the stand, you just see I just take a bunch of minifigure stands, put them together. I like doing it this way since it kind of makes a more professional, I think, or clean looking stand. From left to right, I have kind of a minifig evolution, starting with Jango Fett, going over to Pre Vizsla, which is a pretty expensive minifigure now. Then we have Bo-Katan, a figure I've wanted for a very long time, since the Clone Wars. And over here we have Din Djarin, the Mandalorian. Moving over, here we have the ATTE. This is a pretty recent set. I put one clone in there to pilot it. I think it's great, honestly. I have never had any of the older ATTEs before, so for me it's pretty new, right? It has that rotating gun on top. The newer stuff I do normally like to put out. I forgot what I put away in order to put this out. I think it was some Mandalorian stuff. I'm very happy with this. Republic vehicles are some of my favorite vehicles, like the gunship and the ATTE. Here I have some large buildable characters. I have the Baby Yoda, aka the Child, aka Grogu. I still call him Baby Yoda. Then behind him we have Yoda with the creepy eyes. Honestly, I'm fine with the eyes. I don't think they look that bad. I'm a big fan of Yoda and of course Grogu, who is basically a Baby Yoda. Yes, Star Wars fans, I know Grogu is not Yoda's son that we know of, but I just like to call him Baby Yoda still. Down here we have Anakin's Jedi Interceptor. This is the third version technically. It's the one from Star Wars Episode 3. I gotta say, I like this more than X-Wings. Episode 3, the prequels, such a big part of my childhood. I remember watching Episode 3 for the first time. No, it was not in theaters. I was probably 5 or 6 years old, but I do remember the opening scene of Episode 3, seeing this thing kind of swoosh in to the huge space battle above Coruscant. I have a lot of memories. I like the bright yellow too. Super cool. You even have a little R2-D2 in there. Over here we have a very old Lego clock. It still works. I have some batteries in there. Just kind of a cool piece of my childhood. I actually forgot I had this. I found it in a box pretty recently. Right there you have Lego Chewbacca just tearing a stormtrooper's arms off. Pretty horrifying stuff, I gotta say, for a kid's clock. Then right up here we have the UCS Y-Wing. I put this bag right up there to block dust because I do not want any dust to get into these amazing details. Like, just check that out. I remember I got the Y-Wing for my birthday a few years ago. I like the colors, the detail is great. I've heard it's a little big for minifigure scale. However, I do appreciate that they included minifigures, so you can put your little pilot in there. I forgot this guy's name. What is it, like Gold Leader? Room for a little astromech in the back. Really cool set, even if it is a little big. Here is one last overview of my Lego Star Wars display. I am very pleased this time. Usually it kind of devolves into chaos as I kind of just dump random Lego things all over it. But right now it is in probably the cleanest state it's been in a very, very long time. Well, I hope that you enjoyed my Lego Star Wars display video. I hope that you can take out the Lego Star Wars sets that you own and kind of create a similar display. It can be very hard being a Lego Star Wars collector since you have so many awesome sets, but sadly not everything can be displayed all the time. What I like to do is cycle through my sets. I just took out the gunship, which was literally in a box for many years. Like, seriously guys, maybe 5 years in a box. 5 years, I want to say. However, some sets are just so big I don't have currently a box to put them in, like the Slave 1 or the UCS Y-Wing. They kind of have to stay out, or the Vader's Castle for that matter. So if you're kind of in the same position I am, where you have some big sets and you have some small ones, I do recommend cycling the small ones more regularly. Plus, it definitely cuts down on dust. You know, every time you put something away, make sure to give it a dusting because things can get very, very dusty just sitting there on a shelf. I hope you liked that video. I hope you're inspired to make your own displays. Guys, I want you to let me know in the comments, what Lego Star Wars sets do you currently have on display? Do you have any in storage that you haven't seen in a long time that you'd like to get out? Please let me know in the comments. I want you guys to have a good day. Keep building. God bless. And I will see you guys in the next Lego video on my channel, Pete's Bricks.